Welcome. Today we're gonna make chicken stew. So, I have the drumsticks because when they were on sale, I picked up a whole bunch. You see, 508, and so I put them in the freezer. And these were the beans that I had froze. See, nice, because they were like fresh from the farm. So I have a whole bunch in my freezer. So if you have fresh or frozen, doesn't matter, your choice. And you're gonna need some nice fresh celery, a couple of carrots, a pepper, some onions, and nice tomatoes. I'm gonna put them in my blender, and some potatoes. Okay, so just take a look. Now we're gonna go to our spices. Okay, for our spices, in a little bowl, I've already arranged everything. You're gonna need some olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. We'll put that aside. And here, half a tablespoon of roasted garlic and pepper, lemon and pepper, Montreal chicken, and Greek. Okay, so there, that's 4 of the spices here that I've mentioned, a half a tablespoon into our little container. Oregano, half a teaspoon of oregano, and half a teaspoon of basil. Out they go. Now, if you have the chicken, the squares, whatever, the blocks, whatever they're called here. Okay, so you can use 2, but I always use my chicken base. That's for emergency. Okay, so I put here 1 tablespoon. Okay, turmeric, I put it right there. 1 teaspoon. Okay, so repeat. These are the half here. Tablespoons of roasted garlic and pepper, lemon and pepper, Montreal and Greek. We're gonna put in there. And then oregano, basil, half a teaspoon, chicken base, 1 tablespoon, or 2 cubes, and then turmeric, 1 teaspoon. And I'm gonna put them all in my container there. We're gonna give it a nice mix here. And I'm gonna go chop up everything and rinse my chicken with vinegar how I do it. Now, however you do it your way. Okay, everything is ready. Chopped up carrots, celery, onions, peppers, potatoes, chicken. Now, if you have thighs, it's nice too. Skinless and boneless. I like with a bone in for a stew. I don't like the skin on, so as you can see, I took it off. But if you like the skin on, you can leave it on. Okay, so we're ready to rock and roll here. We're gonna add 4 to 5 tablespoons of olive oil. And we're gonna put our chicken in. And we're gonna saute it a little bit. Okay, while it's getting sauteed on medium, we're just gonna put, I'm gonna put a teaspoon of the spices, just for a little bit of flavor, and mix it up. Meanwhile, I'm gonna put my water on. Okay, after you see it's starting to give you a nice aroma, the spices, put it, I have mine on 4. Okay, don't put it on high. because the spices, they will burn. So we got our vegetables here. Pour them on. And I have to drain the water for the potatoes. I'm going to put everything in and give it a mix. Okay, I put my potatoes in. So there was a little tiny bit, because they were in water. So there was just a little bit of water in there. Not much, it's just a dab, which is good because, you know, underneath sometimes it gets stuck. So I just scrape it a little bit like that. So there we go. Now bring it to a simmer. They're gonna start sauteing nicely, and now we can add some more spices because we only put a teaspoon. I like to put 3 teaspoons, and then if you have some leftover, you can put it aside for next time. But I put 3 teaspoons, and then, you know, after I add my water and my green beans and everything and let it simmer, then I'll taste it. I'll taste it before I serve it to see if it needs anything else. So we're gonna give it a nice mix again. And I'm gonna put the stove a little higher now. I'll put it to number 8. Okay, so after about 5 minutes, it's sauteed nicely. If you have fresh garlic, go ahead. I don't have. I like this better. Add as much as you like. We like our garlic. And we're gonna give it a mix. Okay, once you start smelling the aroma of the garlic, it's ready. Well, in my fridge I had some tomatoes already sauteed, so I keep it in here, so I didn't have to make any, chop any up. There we go. And now my water is nice and hot. About half a pot. My tea kettle is half a pot. And I'm gonna mix it and let it boil. In about 25 minutes to a half an hour, we're gonna come back and check it. I'm gonna cover it, put the lid on. Okay, it's about 35 minutes. Now you can check. You can see if the chicken is, you can tell it's almost cooked. Not quite. See, it's falling apart there, and the bones there fell apart. But it still needs to cook. So now, get your green beans, yellow beans, whatever kind of beans. See, mine are frozen. I told you when I went to the farm, I made a whole bunch. There's another shot. I'm going to put it back in the freezer. So, put them in. Put everything in, mix it up. And we're going to put, I like the bay leaves. So that's your choice again. If you like, if you don't like, you don't have to put it in. Put it in. And about 15 minutes. It depends how you want your vegetables cooked now. Because everything else is almost cooked. So it's just the green beans left. And the chicken a little bit. Another 15 minutes should be good. Okay, so we'll be back. Okay. It's It's about almost 20 minutes. I left it there because I was busy. You want to see what I'm doing? Look at, for the winter, I'm chopping up again. I found some more peppers. So they were cheap, carrots were cheap, celery was cheap. Now it's time. Chop chop. Okay, so let's see what we got here. How is it doing? Oh yeah. Nice. You see the chicken? The meat is falling apart. That's what you want. The beans, they were fresh, so they don't take too long. 15-20 minutes. Like again, I'm gonna say how you want them. If you want them more crispier, go, you know. Now it's time to taste. Do the taste test if we need something before we stop it. You need some more spices. That's why I like to do my spices in the little bowl here. A little bit more. That's okay. Alrighty. Mix it up because it's almost ready, right? Another maybe 2-3 minutes. So there's my parsley, also frozen for the winter. I was at the farm. I did a lot of shopping before the farm closes. So how much you want or you don't want. There we go. I'm gonna give it about a minute so because the parsley was frozen, and I'm gonna shut it off. Okay, I shut my stove off. It's still going because it's hot. Now I'm gonna serve myself to get cooled down. It's really hot. So there we are. Doesn't that look delicious? Nice and healthy, light. You know, some beef stew, but you know, sometimes you want something different, right? And now all the vegetables are out in the fall. It's so good, it's so delicious. So oh, enjoy it. Oh my God, you will. Your family will love it. So enjoy. Always eat it in good health. Don't forget to subscribe, and God bless. In less than an hour, it's ready. It took about 55 minutes or about that. But again, how you want your veggies.